Hello everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to my channel. In this video, I am going to present you a very interesting project Genesis which has just been open sourced. We are going to install Genesis locally and then I will show you how you can also generate your own 4D visual worlds. With just Genesis engine, this project seems real cool. It's a new physics engine that combines ultra-fast simulation with generative capabilities to create dynamic 4D world for robotics and physics. This project has been built in pure Python. It is 10 to 50% faster than existing GPU solutions like Isaac Gym if you have been using that. It has got cross-platform support. It works on Linux, Mac, Windows with CPU, GPU, NVIDIA, and lot of other backends. It also has got unified framework combining multiple physics solvers like rigid body, MPM, SPH, stable fluid, and the list goes on and on and on. It also gives you a built-in photorealistic ray tracing rendering. It can generate environments, camera motions, robot policies, character animations from text prompt. Also, it is quite fast if you are working on a good GPU, and it depends. If you are rendering it on CPU, it is going to take 15 to 20 minutes. If you are using NVIDIA GPU with more VRAM, it is going to be fairly quick. Maybe in seconds, you can have your own world. The installation is also fairly simple. Now, one word of caution, there are still few bugs in it, so especially when it comes to camera motion, but I think if you are using all the prerequisites, you have a good GPU, you should be fine for the basic stuff. But really good thing, because they have open sourced it is Apache 2 license, and I think this will go a long way when it comes to combining robotics with this generative AI. So all in all, if you are looking to do some robotics, embodied AI, physical AI applications, Genesis could be a good option because it has been powered by a universal physics engine which has been redesigned and rebuilt from the ground up. Let's go and try to get it installed. Allow me to also give a huge shout out to Massed Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs, and this is the website of Massed Compute. Okay, so let me take you to my terminal now where I'm running this Ubuntu, and I have this GPU card NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM courtesy Massed Compute. Allow me to create a virtual environment with Conda. Shouldn't take too long. Now let's install CUDA because I have GPU. If you don't have a GPU, you can simply ignore this step. And then let's install FFmpeg, which is a multimedia library. I would highly recommend that you install it. So I'm installing it with Conda, as you can see here. And now let's install all the prerequisites. Make sure that you install Torch and Torch Vision. And then also you see towards the very end, we are installing Genesis with pip install Genesis-world. This is going to take 4 to 5 minutes. All the prerequisites are done now. Let me now show you this in action. So let me clear the screen. I'm just going to take it to my directories, my code, and then I'm going to open it in the VS Code and I will paste the code and show you how it works. First we will go through the code and then we will see what is happening. So you see, this is the whole code which we need. First we are importing the Genesis, then we are setting the backend here. As I have a GPU card, so I'm setting it to CUDA. If you have CPU, just go with CPU or Mac or Metal or whatever. And then this is where we are getting into the nitty-gritty of it. So first up, as you can see that we are defining this scene for visualization and rendering, and the main concept here is of visualizer. Genesis visualization system is managed by the visualizer of the scene which we are creating, which is scene.visualizer. And then if you look here, there are two ways for visualizing the scene: using the interactive viewer, or we will be basically saving it in a MP4 video file and we will check it out there once it's generated. So there are a lot of options here. I'm not going to go into all of the details, but just to tell you that if you're connected to a display, of course, it is make sure that you are in a GUI in Linux. You can visualize a scene either in video or in the interactive viewer. There are different options, as you can see, where we are setting up camera position, look at, and all that stuff. The viewer is also going to run as fast as possible if max FPS is set to none. If res is set to none, Genesis will automatically create a 4:3 window with the height set to half of your display height, which I will show you shortly. But you can see that we are setting some of the camera scenes here, and then there are some of the um, camera properties which we are setting. Cameras are not really connected to the viewer or the display, and they only return rendered images only when you need it. So basically camera is working in a headless mode. And then this is all where we are just looping through it and then building the scene. This is all what is happening here. Also, this is where I'm recording and saving it to video.mp4 file. Once it's so wherever you're running your script, it is going to save it in the current directory, and then we will play the video to see our 4D rendering. So let me take you back to the terminal, and I'm just going to run it here. Sorry, test1.py. Let's run it. It is going to select our backend first, and this is a slow process. You can see that it has just selected gs.cuda here. It has detected my NVIDIA card, which is a 6000, and then it is building the scene as per our code. Let's wait for it. It is compiling the simulation kernels. It is also going to show you a screen which shows that okay, it is building, it is going through the frames, and it will also render that in that viewer which I was referring to earlier. I'm letting it run for a bit just to show you all the steps. So you see here it is building the visualizer, and this all speed depends upon your system specs. Let's wait for it. I'm just waiting for it to give you the pop-up so that we will see what is happening. And there you go. This is a pop-up where it is going to render the stuff, and you can just keep it on the side too to see what is happening. And this is a slow process. And now you can see that the Genesis is running at these frames per second. It is going to take a bit of a time, so I'll pause it, and once it generates the video, I will also show you that. So you see it has started rendering it, and this is my terminal, and this is a render. So it is going, as I said, it is going to keep rendering it, and then once the video is complete, I will show you that. So I will let it run, and once the video is generated, I will show you what is happening. Okay, it took around 10 minutes and it seems that video is generated. Let me go to my local directory, and this is the video. Let me open it. There you go. Wow, looks really cool. So you can do a lot of simulations with your robotics and that sort of stuff by using Genesis. The good thing is that in their GitHub repo, they also have shared a lot of examples and code. Not all of them work, especially if you would try to work with Hello World example, that is pain in the back. But other than that, a lot of examples are working. This code is also available in that GitHub repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. I hope that you enjoyed Genesis. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.